We are on the road now in SOHO in London, so south of Horton with Brody from Brodco Construction. And what a renovation we have to share with you today. Right from the exterior, a complete demolition, really, right? This was a big project.
Yep.
Overall. So, and we should note that, well, you can see from the exterior, the tile, this is the house of an artist.
It totally is.
Yeah, so it must have been a neat project to work on.
Totally. It was an experience from beginning to end. Susan approached a local architect, Brad Skinner, with Skinner Architects, and they came up with this awesome design layout that could show Susan's art, her handmade tiles and everything.
And you'll see it everywhere, from the exterior to the kitchen to the bathrooms and on every single level of this home, from the basement to the main level where we're here now to your second level. And then this goes all the way up with the complete, I guess when you do a complete renovation, not even a renovation, you just demolition, I should say, you could do whatever you want, right? Sky is the limit. And so you've gone right up to the rooftop, and you can go onto the rooftop and enjoy the view in SOHO as well.
For sure, definitely. It does give you a lot when you tear down a house and rebuild. You know, you have some city restrictions, but it definitely allows you to do whatever you want within certain parameters, and it's awesome. It turned out well.
What were some of the things that stood out to you when you're looking through the home? Like for me personally, love the windows, lots of natural light. And you had mentioned too with the architect that he selectively put windows in certain places too, which really works well for the exterior, but the interior adds a really neat feel to the home too.
It does, definitely. There's a lot of little things like that. You go through the house, you'll see those smaller windows all over the place, contrasted with these massive windows on the back of the house. The smaller windows are meant for a little more privacy from the road. You know, we are downtown, so there are a few more people going by. So it gives them a little more privacy, but still lets in a lot of light, considering they're pretty small.
And what was the overall feel and flow of the house with the choice? Like to me, it's very modern on the exterior, but then you come in and you still, again, very modern, but with that mix of the art that flows in here too. So how would you describe the house? Is it like a modern type feel?
That's a very good question. It is a very modern type feel, but with lots of mid-century sort of furnishings, you know?
Right, because you've got the concrete floors, yeah, and you've got a lot of metal, and the windows, the openness of it. Now, this was obviously like a higher ceiling was a very thought out process, I'm sure. Like everything feels large.
Yep. For sure, this was obviously just to make this narrower space feel that much bigger, right?
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned the concrete floors too. These are heated floors as well, which is very nice. That basically heats the whole house in the wintertime. So
yeah, it
it's
makes
very
a big
nice.
difference.
They love it, and it makes the concrete floors just feel warm and homey.
Is that on every level, or do you do it mainly on this level? Like
this level and the basement.
One of my other favorite parts, other than this entire home, Brody, is the rooftop. Let's talk rooftop for a second. Was that again well thought out, or was that like an addition at the end? Why don't we do that, or what was the process?
That was completely from the beginning. You know, being downtown, the backyard is only so big. They wanted a second area to entertain people, and private. You know, when you're up 2 stories, or actually 3 stories up, you have a lot of privacy. And once you're up there at night, you can see the whole downtown. You can see the skyline, the lights. It's really cool. It's really neat.
Yeah, this is a complete, again, I wouldn't even call it a renovation anymore, right? It was a demolition from start to finish. How long did the project take?
This was, it was approximately 6 to 8 months. There was some slowdowns. We were doing it during COVID, so you know, there was a few things here and there for materials that we had to wait on, and you know, that sort of thing. But overall,
a relatively quick process.
Yeah.
And a beautiful neighborhood here as well. Okay, last question for you, Brody. What was your favorite part of the renovation? Or I say reno, but you know, complete construction.
My favorite part of the reno obviously was working with the clients. It's always a lot of fun to meet new people, and the architect. The trades I always work with, they're always fun too. But my favorite part of the house itself is the rooftop patio. You can't deny
Mine
it's
too.
pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And do they use it in the winter? I'm sure they go out in the winter.
Well, they haven't had the deck up there.
Actually, I was going to
since
say,
the winter.
they haven't had a winter.
Yeah.
I just thought of that right now. So
I'm
I
going to
guess we'll
assume
see.
they will.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
put a little something up there,
Yeah,
get
a
the
little
shovel
heating,
out and
yeah.
enjoy it, and put some lights up during the
Yeah,
holiday
shovel the
season.
snow over the edge. Hopefully no
There
one's
it
down
goes.
below.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. This was just a fabulous renovation or a complete overhaul, if you will. You never know. That's the beauty of this. You never know what you're going to see when you come on to watch the Parade of Renovations. So thank you for taking us on this journey through the house, and it's been such a pleasure with you, Brody.
No problem. My pleasure.
All right, so another renovation by the London Home Builders Association, this time with Brodco Construction.